Hello everyone, how good of you to join once again. Welcome back to our fantasy city. It doesn't even have a name yet. Well, I guess we call it, Sleepy Hollow. Welcome to Sleepy Hollow, I guess. And in our little Sleepy Hollow, things are going smoothly. So we have built in the last episode a gatherer's hut with some fruitful foraging. And it's producing the berries now for us. 2 employees it has. It's just looking really cute. So I think there might be some hobbits in there collecting some berries for us. Who knows about that? I like the idea. After all, we are in the fantasy world, right? We only have humans for now, that is. So I can't wait for the dwarves and the orcs. And do we want undeads in our village? I have no idea, but we'll just figure it out. Now, one thing that we have over in this corner there is where I do have my crop production for now. There's one problem though. I think we are not really getting the flour that we want fast enough over there from my crop fields, from this one here over to my flour mill, right? Because unfortunately they go to the warehouse first, deliver the flour, and then get it back to that mill here. Something that I don't like so much. The thing though is they're getting lots of grain every time they take the storage from the warehouse. So as we can see, the cart is on its way right now and it can still produce. So I don't think that matters that much for now. I have no idea how much products we need in the end, right? And I would probably have to have my crop fields over there then, and then we could specialize it with their own warehouse. For now, I think we are fine because we still have lots of crop in that mill here, so it continues producing while the cart gets more, or the transporter gets more grain back home. Now finally, also over here in the bakery, we are starting now. We have the flour in, we have the water in, so we just need a worker, and the worker hopefully produces us some bread then. That's my next goal. My next real goal is though that my people get the luxury goods, and there they have them. Bread is now in store. My people do get the bread finally. Happiness is exploding, and with that hopefully we also get a bit more money in. Now plus 17, it could be better, right? It could be better. We have lots of everything else. We have lots of bread. So let's continue with a few more houses. So yep, this area now we can place houses as well, since I've gotten rid of the berry gatherer. So there's 2 more houses coming up, and then perhaps in this area we might have another house then as well. Of course, I'm placing these houses really close to each other right now. We might also just keep a bit of a distance there between the houses themselves, or between the house and the street, so we can add some of these ornaments. I've looked at some of them and they're really cute. So there's a lot of options here that we have for adding beauty to the settlement, right? We have some trees that we can place like this beauty, and I will definitely want to have one here in the town center. So there we have a beautiful tree now coming up, and beside it perhaps some bushes, right? So beside the well that we have there, to have a little bush here, but it does look like a different flower palette. Perhaps some barrels there, and then some tomatoes. No, tomatoes is not really something. Lots of it after all, look at that. So I could just add a few more bushes there. Of course, it still needs to be built, but I think this is looking much better than before. Unfortunately, the tree is quite big, so not that much that I can do here. Perhaps an outhouse. Yes! An outhouse. Perfect. One here, and then perhaps... Oh, we have so much here. Some pink flowers over there close to our little well there. Fantastic. A little ornament in the center. Why not? The flowers are looking a bit thin though, so perhaps we need to exchange them with something else. Now, bread production is running fantastically. We have now everything in store for those guys. I would like to know how we can upgrade now. Let's get back to our tech, and then we have the denser houses, and we have everything for that. So let's unlock the denser houses. And with that, we can also finally unlock the magic. So now we're talking. Mana wells are unlocked here. By the way, yeah, mid-density housing becomes available when this node is unlocked, because who doesn't love having more housemates? It'll be cozy, but no doubt our residents can handle that. I totally forgot. There are some texts here every time. For this is kind of like self-explanatory, but for the more well, complex things, I definitely would like to have the text here. For example, the tavern, with this one here, we can then finally unlock heroes and scouting parties that use magic and bows and archers and whatnot to scout ahead. Really cool stuff. I'm just waiting for that. We have the density houses though, or well, more densely house buildings. Let's just have a look at them. Where do I have my house? So there's the normal house. There we have it. Upgrade to higher density. We can do that now because all the goods are met and we have the resources. So let's do this. And there we have our first upgrade. It's not looking so much better. It's just looking bigger. It's looking still chaotic. Let's build the next one there right away. We have now twice as many people in these houses then, right? So 4 instead of 2. Let's just do this one for that house there and we should be able to... no! Okay, we need wood and stone. Quite a lot of that too. But of course, since more people live in them, we should also see, a increase in tax system. 25, at least for now. I'm really digging this one. Beautiful graphics. And the music. So there we have now the density houses. And we could actually focus, I think, wait a second. We have a short supply of something. There's a warning about that. Water, I think water is a bit going down. We might need another well then at some point. And yeah, for the money, since we can't upgrade, we need wood. Especially the normal houses only needs a bit of wood but no stone, right? So it's a bit easier to build this one. There we might have something else than here, by the way. Let's have a bigger road than here. So there is a block for something that I haven't decided yet. We can upgrade. Perfect. We're getting in a lot of stone and wood, it seems. That one. Oh, they don't have all the resources. Let's make those guys there. Fantastic. Beautiful. Another thing what we can see, what's very good to know is the employment status, of course. So peasants, we have 54 peasants right now and 26 of them are employed in all the available jobs that we have, right? In the 26 jobs that we have. So that's, and that's that. And 18 more people would like to join us. Well, of course, I have nothing against that. More people mean basically more money. And that is certainly something that we always want. My questions, they're rather low still. So for more wood, because wood is something that we need quite often, I would like to have another lumber mill. And that's something I can just place over there as well. So let's expand our industry there a bit. Close to that gatherer's hut. Let's also replant some more bushes. Very good. Stone, unfortunately, we only have one stone deposit, right? So there's no other stone as far as I can see anywhere on this big map. So not something for now, but perhaps for later then. I think that's it for now though. Gatherer hut might be another one important then at some point. Yeah, but the well. The well is definitely going down now, the water. So that's my next target. Over there, right, we have a few people living here now too, in those areas. So having another well over there makes sense. And then we might have something else in this corner there as well. Perhaps also another double road around our center. I continue by upgrading more houses. There is another one coming up. We still need some residents for that tavern that I'm looking forward to. And the well has also been built. Perfect. A bit more water coming in now. And as we can see, water is being produced here. Oh, it might also be worth having a look at the upgrades that we can have here. So we could upgrade this one with increased efficiency by 20, but also the maintenance cost would go up by 1, right? And it does cost quite a lot. I think a second well is much cheaper. So let's just stick with that one. Or those two basic wells that we have. Now let's just have a look. Magic! We can do this. Now we're talking. Mana wells are unlocked here, and what's mysterious land without its magic being used to its potential? Be careful though, magical mishaps in the very distant past caused all manner of carnage. Very good. And the next one would be finally unlocking. This means a tavern becomes available and you can start sending parties out to explore. It's a whole new world of magic and mystery out there. Let's set the focus on it. We need 4 more people. 4 more people for that. And we do have the mana well. Quite expensive you are. Let's rather upgrade a few more buildings here. This one we should be able to upgrade. And this one here then perhaps as well. Perfect. And we should be having now the total amount of residents. 60, there it is. And thus exploration can be unlocked. Very good. And there's 2 more important buildings now. The tavern. How big is the tavern? It's pretty big. And we do have a very nice location for it. Look at that. That would fit in perfectly fine there. Yep. It's definitely going to be over there. And then we need the magic well. So this is probably the mana well, where we produce mana, right? So this, yep, let's have this one over there, I think. Or, this looks good, because there we can't build more than that anyway. So let's have as a mana well. I just hope that the placement doesn't matter that much. It doesn't say that really. Lots of wood and lots of stone, but there it is. Ultimately, we have our first mana well. 3 people need to work in there, producing us mana. We still have 0, but I'm pretty sure that's going to change. Oh, it's a weekly mana output of 4. 16 we have now. Perfect. That's that. And the other one was the tavern now. A bit of wood and a bit of stone is all we need. Of course, since we only have 1 stone deposit right now in Sleepy Hollow, what I could do here is I could upgrade this one, right? We have 1 upgrade available, the 20 efficiency bonus. Wood we have plenty of as well, so let's upgrade this one. And there we have it. We could now go for the next one right away, but we do need tools for that, and that is something we don't have yet. The tools that we need then. But a bit more stone coming out now. Hopefully to be able to build us the tavern. We actually also need 250 wood. We have 2 lumber mills, and yet this amount of wood still takes quite some time. Finally, we do have everything to build that tavern. A tavern for drinking, eating, playing, and exploring. Maintenance cost is though 18 crescents. This is pretty high. I guess we have no choice yet. Let's just see. The entrance is here, as we can see. And yeah, behind it we have then a garden or something like that. So let's just have this one in a bit more beautiful spot, like this one here, right? Not beside the main road. That's just ugly. There we placed it. Of course, it still needs that road connection here. And on either side, yep, we might then just have some ornaments, something that is good for a tavern. I guess an outhouse. It can never hurt to have this one close to a tavern. So perhaps we have the outhouse just here behind the well, where people can go and take a dump. And then, oh, there's also gates. Look at that. Beautiful. Some gates that we can have. There's really a whole lot of options here. A little pond. Tulip patch. Yeah, let's go for some tulip patches. Right next as an entrance there. Right, but we got lots of options. And some bushes there as well. That should be fine for now, and we'll see what we do over there. Can we actually have a whole fence or something like that? Stone wall. Stone fountain. Oh, beautiful. This one would actually fit nicely in here. And the tavern is coming up in all its glory. A beautiful small tavern with a little garden in the background. Let's just have the roads going then all the way around this one to the main road again. And here perhaps then, unfortunately the trees are too big, so I can't squeeze in trees in there. Also the other tree. So 2 trees we have, right? Both of them I can't. I can only have some of these shrubberies here on either side, and then some bushes perhaps in the center. And the flower garden, unfortunately, is also rather big. It's costing me too much money anyway. Let's just not continue there. Let's continue actually with the tavern itself. And that's where the real fun begins. So right now, we have no party yet for exploration. We can now go ahead and finally unlock more territory. Right? Now, there we have our city. We can already see that. Beautiful. And I would like to continue now in some other parts of the world. This lake we cannot explore yet, so only those surroundings there. And yeah, let's go ahead and scout this one there, because that's rather close to it. Oh, and there's also some quests or what? After strategically laying lovely smelling flowers around the town, the awful smell is successfully masked and eventually goes away. +4 happiness. Now isn't that nice? First of all, we do, however, need to recruit a party in order to go for some adventuring and scouting. Now, there we already got the orcs, as we can see. We also got the humans. Oh, and they cost me quite a bit, right? So, all of them. How many do we have there at the moment? Oh, quite a lot. Let's take one of the orcs here. So, Orcish heritage. This character is proud of its race's rich history and physical finance. So, that's our first one. He's good, athletic, and courageous. So, they have different traits there as well. And this adventurer hasn't always wanted to battle monsters and steal loot with a band of comrades. This adventurer had aspirations to become a pastry chef. Well, that's not very good for some exploring, but let's just go ahead. That's my first scouting party, and we can now send this one on the adventure. So as we can see, it's starting to explore now, and that's going to take quite some time, I guess. More quests are appearing. Something is happening over there. Oh! Oh, we have scouted it already, and we found some lots of new, well, resources here and deposits. There's iron here, there's coal, and marble. Oh, that is pretty cool. So there's new stuff appearing on the map then. And one member have gained enough experience points to level up. Oh, he's already got enough experience points to level up there if he wants to. Right, and we can of course go for the next one right away. Send on adventure, and let's go over here. But that's fine. So I should now be able to build, yes, very good, in this direction where I was previously well limited to. So there we have the main road once again. And this whole block we can also finish now. With another house popping up here. And we've also unlocked some totems here. A totem dedicated to reducing fire risk and a totem dedicated to increasing taxation. Costs me mana. And oh, the party has encountered an imp. The annoying little thing thinks the party might be excellent prey for its latest pranks and so conjures a trail of will o' the wisp. Should the party follow? Should we begin the encounter? Of course we do. Looks like you found the Elven encampment. Elves are going to start joining your settlement if you've got space in your house. Just when the party thinks the will trade will never end, it does. The party comes to a stop before the ruins of a building so ancient that it's impossible to establish what it once was. The imp stands at the entrance, pointing and laughing at the party before vanishing inside the ruins. And oh! After it, they reach the entrance in record time, however the imp is nowhere to be seen. Huzzah! And there we have the Elvens as our next racials. And they can join our city now, I guess. Can I already build here? No. Okay. They're still outside of my reach, but I can build them later. This is cool. Okay, I'm digging this one. And that's it for increased taxation. Of course, we want to use that totem here somewhere, please. Oh, and we continue here. Once at the entrance, the party finds a locked gate blocking their way. It's a good sturdy one too. Pick the lock. Oh, we don't have one. We are courageous, athletic, but we are not having the shady character or the strong character. But I have to choose either one. Let's try to lock it. Pick lock it. And we're successful, but ran out of action points and must withdraw. Alright. That is pretty cool. That is interesting. We'll just see where this one goes. And yeah, we have these totems. So I should not just spam buildings everywhere, right? Because we do want to have some occasional totem. And I would like to have this totem right here because we're building more houses now in its surrounding. It's consuming the mana for me. We can have one of them and the other one for reducing the fire risk, perhaps. So we're going to have them both together here. And then I just can have more houses here. So this is kind of like, I think, downtown. This is becoming downtown, right? This whole area there, close to the lake. And we still have lots of wood there as well, so I might just continue with a few more houses. Also here. Very good. And we might also continue then down this road. Right, so I can still squeeze in one more house in this area. And then perhaps we think about something else too. Let's also upgrade those two. That's more money. And of course, I hope this one is pushing our income to new heights. 23. All right, 23, but also because the tavern is costing us so much, right? 17 at the moment. Expensive. By the way, this is absolutely not looking okay. Let's just see what we have here. Stone wall corner. I haven't seen a stone wall yet. A normal one. Only the corner. That's interesting. Tavern table, wooden barns, stone wall corner again, but only corners. Do we need to unlock perhaps the straight wall first? Strange. What we could do though is, of course, we could have some bushes here, like hedges. Right on the edge. So that we have something in between. Over there. Alrighty. And those houses take their time. Now they're coming up. And how's it looking with our resources? Berries is going down now too. Water is fine. Bread is fine. Berries though it is, right? So we already have one gatherer hut. It seems like that's not enough anymore. So we could, first of all, upgrade it. The food training efficiency. Let's do this. And then I just build one myself. Another one. Gatherer hut. And we probably will build it... yeah, a bit further over there, but still in the same area, I guess. Over here. We're really growing quickly though. Let's build it over here. Right, and we can build it. Oh, this is exciting. We have so much more space here. That's beautiful. We can continue with the main road. I will probably have to move the forester then at some point now. And there we continue with another block. So 3 more houses. And oh, wait a second. Yeah, we might finish this one here too. I have no idea how many service buildings are coming up though, right? Like the tavern, for example, we probably will need something else. And by the way, looking at the peasant house here, we have all the needs. So for now, they don't want anything else in our little town. Let's just check the tech tree there real quick. Citizen tier. Oh, there it is. A new citizen comes in. Because up to this point, we only have farmers. And then we go for the citizens. We're doing this in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this one. And we, of course, also continue with scouting ahead. Because I want to find out what's over there. What's lurking over there. These imps, most likely. Stay tuned.